What's going on, Skid? It's not going in the spin cycle, they said. It fills and agitates, but doesn't go in the spin cycle, so let's run it and see what's going on. Put it on small so it don't take so long. So while it fills up, we can pull the cover off. It's different for each brand, but on these GEs there's a little tab under here. I get my little tiny screwdriver, just pop that tab up and it'll come right off. It's got two tabs, one on this side and one on this side. Alright, as you can see, it's agitating good. If it was the lid switch, it wouldn't even agitate if it was the lid switch. Sometimes if it's a bad lid switch, it won't spin as well, but it's agitating, so let's get it to drain and spin. Put on the drain and spin setting. Let's see what happens. Oh, there it goes. It's probably doing it intermittently now. Check the old pressure switch over here. Sometimes this can get clogged and mess with things and blow into it. Oh, this is clogged. I think this is clogged. I'm gonna have to clean this out. This might be the issue, actually. It's clogged on the end there, and I don't hear the pressure switch up here clicking like it should. It should click like click, 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 click. Let me blow this out. I can only hear one click. It should click 2 times instead of once. I just blew into it and it didn't click, so this is what the problem is. This is clogged. Alright, let me clean this out. Just got an old paper clip here, a little DIY action. Just gonna clean out this hole here. Oh yeah, it's clogged with goop. There's a lot of goop on there. I don't have the gloves. Shocking, huh? Oh dude, this is clogged. Bad. Yeah guys, so all I'm doing is just cleaning this hose out the best I can. I won't show the whole process, just running the paper clip up in there and getting that goop out. Again, it varies, it differs from different brands, so if you've got a different brand than the GE, it might be a little different, but all these older styles got capacitors and these pressure switch hoses. If the pressure's not right and it's not telling it the right amount or whatever of pressure, then it won't spin out. I've seen that with these GEs before. So just clean this hose out. I'll be back. Alright, as you can see, all that is gunk that came out of this hose here. Just an old paper clip. This is DIY style, so if you want to replace this, you can. If you want to cut it off and get to some cleaner hose, you can. I mean, it's just stained. This thing is old. All these older models have it. But I blew in it and you can hear the clicking now. I'm just going to place my mouth over the end and blow into it, and then you'll hear the clicking. Remember, it wasn't doing that earlier. So here comes the click. That's the pressure switch in there. That's what it wasn't doing that earlier when I was blowing into it. So it was totally clogged. So that was our issue. So I'm going to put this back on the little nipple here. But I'll roll over a couple of other things. If your washing machine isn't spinning, you can have a bad capacitor here. All these older models have capacitors. It's either going to be here or tied along here somewhere. Or you could have a bad timer. Just make sure your timer is advancing all the way through the cycle. Like if it stops in the middle somewhere or stops here, then you got a bad timer. So those are just some basic troubleshooting for you DIYers out there. A lot of homeowners watch, and of course you could have a bad motor. But you know, if you need a capacitor, you can get them on Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description below, and you can just click on that link. You can support the channel that way and buy a capacitor. Just put in your wash machine brand and model serial number, you can buy a timer, or you can buy a new pressure switch as well. But I think this one's just going to be the hose was clogged. Alright, Skid, just for giggles, we're going to check this run capacitor here. This is what helps the motor. I don't see a microfarad on it, but I looked one up on Google. It looks 45. See that 45? 45 microfarads. I Googled GE washing machine capacitors. So we want 45 here. I got my meter set to cap. Let's see here. Just touching both terminals with my leads. And hey, look at there, 45. The capacitor is good. 45.0. So we got a good capacitor. So that was the problem right there, obviously, because when I blew into it, it wasn't clicking the pressure switch. So that's how easy it is to tell. Alright, I'm going to fill it up, give it another test. I'm pretty confident that was it. So if your washing machine isn't draining intermittently, like sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, clean this out. Or you could have a bad pressure switch, but start easy before you do major surgery. I mean, if you got a bad capacitor, I think it's just not going to spin at all. It's not going to do it intermittently. And remember, if your timer doesn't advance, you got a bad timer. Just use process of elimination. Alright, it's spinning out, Skid. It don't get no better than that. Just had to clean out the old pressure switch hose. Alright, thank you all for watching. See you in the next one. Lates.